This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Houston Texans. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Slam.
24.
Watson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 and a first down. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
That's the score. Crusaders 7, Texans nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Foreman, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, Watson. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Watson hands this to Foreman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
After the run by Foreman, here's first and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A carry for Foreman. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football.
For the field goal, a 48-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Open man is Robbie Anderson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Go! Check. Get him.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, this one complete to Smallwood. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down, San Diego.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Switch it.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
56. Alert. Check 9.
On 2nd and 7. Allen. And he's got it complete to Anderson. 20. Touchdown. Robbie Anderson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman, and he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Watson. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
At the 23-yard line.
Tight end left. 4 down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Following the sack, it's now third and long for Watson and the Texans. Third and long, it's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Check 26, check 26. Check. Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
56. Hey, zoom. Switch. 55, my God, 55.
From midfield, here's Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To the air, Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Robbie Anderson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Watson on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This is taken at the 15. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Check. Hey, tight. Get this work. 80 weapon.
To throw, it's Allen. This one complete to Smallwood. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch a slant. Shoot.
Recon, 132 fighter. Buzz.
It's coming. 41 to Mike. Watch the curls.
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 29, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
You. Motion. Comes out the helmet. Here we go.
Watson now, operating from the gun. He finds his target, Fuller. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Watson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run with Foreman, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. on 2nd and 13. Watson caught by Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go. 36.
Topper! Bravo!
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And Anderson's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Smooth!
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. We got to get the ball.
On 1st down, Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check. Lucky.
Greystone travel. 56. Hey, wahoo!
Half 85. Check 43.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Middle. Hey, 4-1, Mike. Check. Kill.
Allen now to throw again. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
X3, 218, top.
Watch out. Tight.
Hey, seam 6.
Middle. Check 41. Come on, baby.
Hey, home.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Go!
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Guys, game situation. Like 18.
Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the defense.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Check 55 to Mike. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Flat. 55's Mike, guys, 55. Quit talking about it and bring it. Shift.
Alert, alert, alert.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That one complete to Anderson. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 6 yards away. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point attempt to come here. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Crusaders 28, Texans 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
25, check 25, check 25.
Watch tight, watch tight.
Hey, 59.
Watch 18.
Let's go.
Now it's Watson. James has got it, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will score. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Crusaders 35, Texans 3.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Watson now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, 59.
Out of the gun, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And some room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A good pick up there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Wide motion.
5 wide.
First down, and they're going to throw without it. That's complete. It's Bell. Gets around him. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. By the way, they're into the 2nd half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Allen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Stop. Hey, Charlie. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, watch the slant.
From the gun, Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
22 jet bomber.
You can't block me. Chef.
Half. Alert.
Allen to throw once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Romeo Okwara in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
General West. Alert, alert, alert.
Check right, check right. Watching your five. Coming to you, coming to you.
We go.
Throwing on second and long. Allen. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Check safety, check
6-6. Pull it high.
Mike, 55. Check.
Alert.
Mike, coming.
That's in.
Woo! He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Motion, motion, motion.
Hey, Delta. We go.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long.
There goes Duke Johnson. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, 75 yards. And the Texans are in for 6. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Protein spill.
Check, 55 to Mike.
Regular.
55 is Mike, guys, 55. Here we go.
On 2nd and 1, Allen. This one complete to Smallwood. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
He's coming. We got double up. Win the rep, let's go.
Allen now on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Alert! All 52.
Hey, Haywood.
Alert! Motion backfield.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. They come out here in the I. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
5 wide.
Blue draw corkers.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Watson dumping it off for Johnson. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? To the air yet again. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here we go on 4th. Watson, and an alley to run. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And they will take a knee here. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.